And great, we're started. So I want to welcome everybody to the broadcast. Again, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, make sure you get back with the person who referred you to this presentation to get your questions answered. We're going to talk about tonight a real simple business model on how you can position yourself to make money today within the internet. And of course, there are a lot of different opportunities out there. There's a lot of different, I call them proposals. And as you evaluate businesses, you got to realize there are three key components that you have to evaluate. If a company does not have high demand products, then you really don't have a viable opportunity. And then if the program you're looking at doesn't have a proven pattern and a proven system, then you're basically just you're playing Russian roulette with your life. And what I want to do tonight is I want to talk about all three components. I want to talk about our high demand, high impact products. I am going to talk about a proven pattern. I'm going to show you how to generate free organic traffic. I'm going to talk about a system that you can plug into that's proven, that well over 300,000 people are using right now. So we feel very confident that we got the right pattern, we got the right system, and of course we feel very confident about our products. The thing I want to do is I just want to touch on our products real quick. Our core product, and we have several core products, but probably our number one selling item that we market is our Aqualite water enhancer product. This is a little sachet that goes in the water. It's a mineral supplement. It's a core mineral product that actually changes the chemical composition of water. And it's a little sachet, and each little sachet would treat 2 liters of water. You put the sachet in a bottle of water and shake it up and let it set. It's kind of like a tea bag, just let it set in the water. And after about 5 minutes, it changes the chemical composition of the water. Breaks up the water molecule so you get better absorption into the cell membranes. And actually, it brings in more oxygen into the cell, helping the cell become more alkaline. So it's a fantastic product. The neat thing about it, you get 30 sachets for only $25, so it's priced at a very high consumer appeal level. Our second core product is a liquid ionite, a liquid mineral product called ionite, and it's actually a product that we know just from the farming methods that we have today, we're not getting the organic complexes in our food supply, so we have to supplement. And in fact, this very well Nobel Prize winner, he would, before Congress, and he said that you could trace every sickness, every illness back to a mineral deficiency. And since we're not getting those organic complexes in our food supply anymore, you have to supplement. And again, for you to get the minerals in your body, you got to make sure you have it in a solution that the body can absorb. And so our liquid ionite product is that product. And again, it's priced very, very competitive. It's priced properly at $25, for a 1 month supply. Our third core product is our travel club. We own the Sunset Beach Travel Agency. We're a registered seller of travel out of the state of Iowa. And for $25, you get a 4-month membership and any reservation you make during that 4-month period, you will get guaranteed travel agency rates on any reservation. Plus, if the agency gets a commission on that reservation, 50% of that commission will be rebated back to the member. In fact, it's just today we had one of our customers, one of our club members, there's 4 people going on an all-inclusive. It's a $3,000 per couple package, and there's about a 10% commission. So each of the couples will get $150 back, which is, you think about it. It's like I told, I told Chris, almost like a no-brainer. Who would be willing to spend $25 if you get $150 back? And that's kind of the way the travel club is. We actually had a group booking that we did for a large group. I think there's 30 couples going on a cruise. And again, same thing. Each one of the cruises was about a $50 cruise, and there's a 15% commission, so a $225 commission. So each one of the members got $110 back for a $25 investment. So it's a fantastic product for $25. We also have contracts. In fact, there's this webinar system you're watching right now, along with autoresponders and capture pages. You get both of that for only $25 a month. Then we also have a facelift. It's actually a skincare product. We call it the Miracle Facelift because it actually tones and tightens the muscles, and not only not tones and tightens the skin, but not only the skin, but it tones and tightens the underlying muscles, so you get a long effect. The regular retail on this product is $50, but you can get it for $35 with us. So it's a fantastic high demand, high impact product. And then we also have a weight loss product, and this weight loss product is awesome as well because it basically has an appetite suppressant in it. It releases the body to burn the fats, a low-calorie diet. I was able to take off 60 pounds in 90 days, so this is a fantastic product. So it's, again, as you look back at our products, we have high-demand, high-impact products, whether you're looking at the Aqualyte product, whether you're looking at the Ionite product, whether you're looking at Travel Club, whether you're looking at the digital products, whether you're looking at the skincare products, or whether you're looking at the weight loss product. These are high demand, high impact products. So as you go back and you look at what we first started talking about, you need high demand, high impact products to have a viable business. We have such an animal. We have those products that the consuming public will embrace. In fact, as I've got one gentleman every month, we sell these products in bulk at wholesale in the back office. So as long as you got at least a $25 a month auto ship, you can go in the back office and you can buy these in bulk. And we got one gentleman, I think it's every month, he orders 24 bottles, and as long as you buy 24 bottles of the Ionite, you can get it 50% off. So basically, he's making another $300 a month just retailing these products. So these are products that the consuming public will embrace. They are high demand, high impact. And so if more water, we have a way to make ordinary, everyday tap water into healthy water. Everybody needs more minerals. I don't know about you, but we should be traveling. If you are going to travel, if you're going to book a reservation, go ahead and spend $25 and the % kickback on the reservation. And if you need some digital products, we got some digital products for you. Again, as we age, we want to stay looking as young as we possibly can. So this is a great product that allows you to, in fact, after just one 20-minute session, we have people say they look years younger. So it's product, and of course, we all need to lose weight. I mean, and I just look at this picture here, and it makes me wonder how in the heck did I ever, let myself get away to become that overweight? But 90 days later, 60 pounds was off. So it's a fantastic product. So we have, as I stated, high demand and high impact products. Now, the next one I want to talk about is we have a proven pattern. Now, here's some of the stuff that I have realized over the last 10 years. Now, again, I've been involved in the industry since 1977. I built and created 7 figures in the old model, where we called it before technology. Fact is, when I got involved in network marketing, guys, we didn't even have home delivery on UPS. So I've been in this game for a long time. And so one of the things is I was looking at how to generate a business model that's going to be appealing in today's marketplace. I knew we had to come up with a pattern that was going to have appeal in the marketplace. And what most of us don't want to do, in fact, is what most of us would rather not do. Some of us, we've had to do it, but we don't want to have to contact our friends or relatives if we don't have to. So we've got a system that we put together that will teach you how to market, how to generate traffic. That traffic will generate the leads. The leads will, and again, the buyers will end up becoming builders. And so I'll walk you through how that system works. It's proven. And again, as you see how simple it works, it'll start making sense to you. Then we also have a system we recommend you plug into. There are a lot of different systems out there. If you don't have a system to plug into that helps you with your attitude, your belief, then you need, and again, get with your upline so they can get you plugged into a system. I find that the people who don't plug their people into a system struggle. The people who don't plug their people into an attitude and self-image system find themselves constantly just spinning plates, because you will always act in a manner that is consistent with how you see yourself conceptually. So it becomes vital that you get plugged into a system that's bigger than you, a system that will provide you with the information, the motivation, and the inspiration that will help you become who you need to become. And then as you change, then you will do more. And so, again, if you don't have a system, get a upline, keep going upline. There is a system. Every Monday night, I plug into a 1-hour training call. There's 300,000 people who are part of the system I plug into. And one of the reasons I picked that system to plug into was because there was 300,000 people in that system. Because if I'm plugged into a system that's 300,000 people in it, then the common sense to me says, hey, I then can create a system that has 300,000 people in my group. And so once you see the simplicity of building a home-based business, you ask yourself, number one, do you have a high demand, high impact products? We do. Second thing is, do you have a proven pattern that can produce traffic that can transition and generate and basically turn into leads that will then convert into business? And then do you have a system that you can plug people into? Now, I want to get into a little bit of numbers, but before I get into the numbers, I want you to know I'm not making income guarantees here. This is merely an example of income based on the compensation plan or the plans, depending upon how exactly you're building it. Your success is going to depend upon what you do, and again, I'll guarantee you this: if you do nothing, you should expect to get nothing. Now, what I want to lay out a business model. This is what I'm focused on. And again, no guarantee of income. I don't want anybody to come back to me and say, well, gosh, Jeff, I built this and did exactly what you said. I didn't make $500,000. Okay, your success is going to depend upon who you become. That's why that system becomes so important. It's going to depend upon your attitude, your self-image, and your belief. I'm going to show you the numbers on how you can set up a business within 12 months that can generate $500,000 a year for you with no guarantees. I just want to show you the structure. And here's the structure. Again, no guarantees. Is you get 4, they get 4 within 4 months. Now, and again, as you kind of look at that, you got to ask yourself, you get 4, they get 4. You get 4 what? You get 4 people who are willing to purchase the high demand, high impact products. You get 4 people who are willing to follow your proven pattern, and you get 4 people who are willing to plug into your system. That's what you want to do. Now, the high demand and high impact products, we've already covered them. What's the pattern? Now, here's the pattern I use. It's really simple. I have a blog. Okay, I have a blog that I put content on, and this is really cool. And you can see here. Here's my last 4 posts. I have one on job hunting, one on thoughtful friendship quotes. I've got one on know the truth and truth will set you free, and I got one on present time consciousness. So what happens is this blog, now you'll notice none of those topics, and they really are relative to network marketing. They're all relative towards content that's important to people. And so if somebody's in a environment, they're looking for a job, well, they go to my post, and again, the pattern that we got will show you how to get traffic to your blog. But they hit my blog, they read about the job hunting, and all of a sudden, enough traffic comes in pretty soon, and you guys have all seen it. You go to, and on the right side, there's ads. Well, I've got an ad on the right side of my blog. And the right side of my blog, here's the ad. It says, get a 1-year membership in this travel club for only $6. We have a company that is offering as an incentive to get you to test drive their business, a 1-year membership in their premier travel club for only $6. This is a $300 value. Okay, watch the video above and click the join button to get going. So the blog will get me traffic, and that ad will get me signups. And so people will join, they'll spend $6, and then they'll get in. I'll get on the phone with them, talk with them, and visit with them to see if, what are they looking for, and if they're looking to make some money, if they're looking to change, then cool, I got one of my 4. If they're not, if they just got in because they want to get a deal on travel, they just got in because, hey, listen, and to be honest with you, man, if you stay at one Hyatt Regency, okay, for a weekend, we get a 10% commission. We have an Expedia booking engine on our website. So if you just click on that and you spend, you spend a weekend at the Hyatt, the commissions that we make on that Hyatt will be more than half that commission will be more than cover the $6 investment you had for that travel club. So this is, from a business standpoint, pretty much a no-brainer. Okay. So what happens is, but they click on that and again, the psychology of this is really simple. They click on my blog, they read the different posts that I got, they like the information, they like the content, they look on the right side, they click on the ad, say, hey, this is kind of neat, and they buy it. Why? Because it's a good deal. $6 for a year membership in a travel club is really cool. And again, when you click on the site that we put together that kind of shows the travel club and shows how the business model is set up, it gives them an opportunity to, check out, iClub is there too. But the goal is I just want somebody to show me, to give me proof that they're willing to spend some money. I get way too many people. I got this one girl, she buys leads and she picks up the phone, she calls those leads. I'm thinking, my gosh, that would be so painful. Well, how could you spend all your time talking to people who you're trying to convince to buy something? Here's what I've got. In fact, I just had 2 people join in the last day that hit my blog, hit the ad, made the purchase, and I called them up. And then both of those people that say, hey, listen, just test it out. I'm probably, they didn't say this, but here's what they're telling me. I'm probably not one of your 4, okay? But they got in. And again, anybody who clicks on that $6 offer, you make $3 fast cash. So here's what's cool. Instead of you paying for leads, how would you like to get paid for leads? How would you like to have somebody pay you $3 every time you pick up the phone to call somebody, because you're only going to call them when they spent the money to get in? So that's our pattern. You do a blog, and again, we've got a way to get this blog that I use. It's only $25 a month. We can show you how to set it all up. It's pretty cool. Okay. In fact, this is pretty cool. It's awesome. Okay. I spent probably 6 months to almost a year probably working with WordPress trying to figure out how to get the blog system set up. And I found a program that basically does it for me. And for anybody that we want to partner with them for only $25 a month, it is awesome. And it gives you a place to, ads in. It is from a business standpoint, it is awesome. Okay, so as you go out there, you get 4, they get 4, and again, now watch the numbers on this. You get 4, they get 4 within 4 months. So the math on this is this: in the next 2 months, I'm looking for 4 people. I'm looking for 4 people that that click on my blog. They click on my blog. They read some of my articles. They click on my ad. They go to the offer, and they spend $6. Boom. I pick up the phone. I call them. Now I want to find out, are they one of my 4 or not? Now, to get 4 people that say, I really want to make this work, you might have to bring in 15 or 20 people. Okay? So now you think about this. In fact, I had one guy. He says, oh, Jeff, he says, if you tell people they got to bring in 15 or 20 people, you're going to have, we're going to reduce the number of people who are going to believe they can build this. I said, dude, don't take this wrong, but most of these people probably don't have, it's unrealistic for them to think that they can succeed because they haven't plugged into a system. But remember we talked about you got to plug into a system that works on your attitude, your self-image, and your belief. I tried to explain to him. I said, you know what? If someone is thinking at a small level, they're always going to produce at a small level. And I said, by you telling people that you can get rich without doing anything, by you telling people you can become successful with only bringing in 1 or 2 people, you are setting them up for discouragement. You're setting them up to be frustrated. Frustration is birthed out of unrealistic expectations. So for you to get 4 people in the next 2 months, you probably got to bring in 15 or 20. But how do you bring them in? It's simple. You write a blog that's got content that people find enlightening, that people find of value. And I had one guy that he said, Jeff, he says, well, I just don't know if I have the ability to write any content that people would find interesting. I said, well, then you got to realize, I said, that's one of the things you need to work on. If you want to become successful in life, you've got to start developing some attributes that people want to relate to and emulate. So here's what I recommended that guy. I said, here's what you need to do. You need to plug into the system that we got that can help you with your attitude, help you with your beliefs. And I told him, I said, you need to read books every day. The more books you read, the more information you take in, the more prepared to have something of value to offer. And then as you have something of value to offer, then when you make a post on a blog, all of a sudden, here's what happens. If anybody's looking for a job right now and they click this job hunting link that I've got, it is good information. It will tell them why most people don't get the jobs. And all of a sudden they say, I like this. So they go ahead and share. They will share that with their friends. Their friends then go check out my blog, say, this is good. They share it with their friends. All of a sudden what happens is you might post a blog, and maybe you tell your friends on Facebook to go check it out if they're looking to get a job. Well, maybe 10 of them tell 10 of their friends, tell 10 of their friends. All of a sudden, you got 10,000 people hitting your job hunting information. Content is good. Well, just the law of large numbers tells you some of those people will read the ads on the right, and when they click down there, they say, hey, get a 1-year membership in this travel club for only $6. You got to be kidding. They click on it. They spend the $6. They just exhibited a propensity to buy. Then you pick up the phone, you You say, hey, Joe, this is Jeff. Hey, Jerry, this is Jeff. Glad to see you came on board and seen you purchased the Travel Club for $6. Just got a couple questions. Were you just looking to get a good deal on travel, or maybe you think about making some money? And you talk with me, visit with me, developing some bond and rapport. You develop some responsiveness. Guys, that's what our system does. So here's what we do. Okay, we let everybody take it for a test drive for $6. They let you lock your position in for 90 days. You got 90 days to activate. So for 90 days, there's nothing to worry about. Just lock it in. We give, again, by the way, this Travel Club is only going to be for a limited time only. We're not going to let this $75 Travel Club, actually, it's actually a $300 Travel Club, because if you buy it by month, it's $25 a month. But if you buy the Travel Club on a reoccurring program where you buy it 1 month and have it reoccur every 4 months, then we'll give you 3 months for free. But if you buy it month to month, it's $25 a month. So for a limited time, we're going to give them this $300 Travel Club. Sooner or later, that's going to be gone. Okay, but to test drive it, go ahead and lock it in for $6. We'll give you 90 days to check it out. You'll be able to get a phone call. In fact, here's what's going to happen. You're going to get a personal consultation with one of our builders who will strategize with you. Again, if you're looking to make some money, they will strategize with you, work with you how to set up the system that can generate self-generating traffic, that can sift and sort so you don't have to do any selling. All you got to do is start them. I mean, think about how cool this is. They've already exhibited a propensity to buy when you pick up the phone. They've already spent $6. And as you're talking with them, they say, oh, no, I'm just pretty happy just with the no problem. If you ever change your mind, you got my number. Because what are you looking for? You're looking to get 4. For you to get 4 in the next 2 months, you probably got to start 20. So have some fun. Go ahead, get the blog set up, start generating high content. That traffic then that goes to your blog will then end up, some of that traffic will click your ad, which will then generate your signups. And that's how this whole thing works. It's as simple, such as, how do I say this? When most of us look at opportunities, we make them too difficult. We try to figure out all the details. All I can tell you this, guys, I don't know much about technology. I know just enough to make me dangerous, but I do know this. If I write a good article and it's got good substance, people will share it, because I've shared stuff on Facebook too. And if traffic comes, I don't know. I've been on the websites and I looked at those ads on the right. And I don't know about you, but I clicked on some of those ads on the right. And I don't know about you, but I bought stuff from those ads on the right. And if some of you out there right now say, well, I've never bought anything from one of those ads on the right, that might be one of the reasons you haven't had any success in building your network marketing business. Here's something I found out. For you to be a person who's good at, and really what we're doing, if you think about it, even though people don't want to say it, we're selling. For you to be good at selling, you've got to be good at buying. You've got to want to buy. If you've got such a negative attitude about buying, you're going to have a whole lot of problems getting people to buy from you. But if you don't have a problem buying, then you're going to find out you won't have a problem with people buying from you. So when you think about this from a marketing standpoint, a business standpoint, are you making the kind of money you want to make? If you're not, then ask this question: what things do I need to change? See, it's not the website that causes success. This blog that I posted, guys, and again, I think I've got maybe 8-10 posts on the blog, and I just started it. Already generated 5 signups. Think about this: 5 people I did not know signed up. Okay? Now, of those 5 that signed up, did any of them upgrade? No, but it doesn't matter. If I can get 5 who I don't know, I can get 50. And in a deck of 52 cards, there are 4 aces. Guys, put this to work for you. Now, here's what I recommend you do. Left of the broadcast that I've got going on, there's a link that takes you through basically our test drive $6 offer. If you are not involved with us right now, get back with the person who invited you to this presentation. If you're a guest and you just came on board from advertisement or something, go ahead and click on that link in the bottom left. That'll open up I think it's about a 6-minute presentation. You can watch the presentation if you want. More importantly, just hit the join button, lock your $6 test drive in, and then I will be calling you up on the phone, answering your questions. I'll be walking you through and high-impact products. I'll be walking you through a proven pattern that works, and I'll get you plugged into the system. Because my goal is to help you get 4 people in the next 2 months, because nothing would make me more excited to help you get 4 and then to help them get 4. And here's what's cool. We'll commit to help you get 4 if you will commit to help your 4 get 4. If you won't commit to help your 4 get 4, then you're not my person. This is you get 4, they get 4. And when you bring in your 4, you get them to commit to you that they will help their 4 get 4, and then you create a pattern that just keeps going. Guys, I got 26. I am going to go ahead and close the recording down right now. And again, by the way, I do want to finish this up. That this is not a guarantee of income. This is just an example of how you can set up a business that can make you $500,000 a year within 12 months. Your success will be dependent upon what you do. No guarantees here. I'm fired up because I can do it. But again, no guarantees. So I'm going to go ahead and close the recording down. So give me 1 second here.